Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Welcome. I am Meredith. I'm here with our message for the 8th of December, 2025. We have the sun in Sagittarius. The moon moved into Leo late last night. We got our retrograde still going on, and we have tarot to feel on the table today. All right. How was your weekend, everyone? I hope you enjoyed it. Cool. Let's dive in. Let's see what's on offer to us in the cards. What blessings and gifts are coming our way. What opportunities are presenting. We have two cards to start with, and our first is the Lovers. Nice. This is about a choice or a decision. It's number 6 out of the major arcana, and number 6 is all about harmony. So we're making a harmonious choice of some sort. So there's balance, or rather harmony. I prefer harmony to balance. Balance seems a little bit stagnant. Harmony seems to feel like a wave. So a wave of harmony is presently here as we face a choice or a decision. Paired with this card, we have the 8 of Swords, the number of the self, number 8. And this is a mental trap. So interesting. I feel we're being challenged not to choose in the way that we have always chosen. Otherwise, we know we're going to get the same old result. It goes back to that saying, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you always got. And comfortably speaking, comfortably to the ego speaking, doing what we've always done is, it seems, the way to go, though that's not going to buck the system when it comes to creating your dream, creating your version of this simulated reality, right? You're the magician here. What do you really want to do? How do you really want to choose? And make that happen. Make it happen. Let's see what comes next. We have the 2 of Cups. That's the show up in the way you desire to be met card. So don't back down from your own self. That's what I hear. So we're here projecting our soulful presence through this physical vessel. Who is the you of you? What do you really desire to do? And therein lies the real question, the real decision, the real choice. And do you want to stay in a mental prison crafted by the ego because you're supposed to quote unquote behave in a certain way that makes everybody else but you happy? I say F that and blaze your own trail. And that's something that we talk a lot about here. So what is the cost to you to choose in favor of everyone else's comfort that somehow comforts your ego because they're comfortable? I know this sounds a little convoluted and a little confusing, and yet that's what the mental gymnastics can be like in the 8 of Swords. So make a decision for yourself based on the guidance of the awareness of your own soulful presence. Show up in the way you desire to be met and choose yourself instead of everyone else for a change. Middle of the reading, we have the 9 of Cups. And the little message on the card is your manifestation is landing. Isn't that awesome? What have we been talking about here for weeks? We've been in a very, very highly charged manifestation atmosphere, and we've been asked to show up to bring the magic. What is the magic? That's our soulful presence. Here's the 9 of Cups. Dreams come true. Wishes fulfill on this card. 2 of Cups before it. Show up the way you desire to be met. Your dream can't meet you where you are if you're over here in the 8 of Swords, in a mental prison full of ego chatter. You know that. So this is why you're being invited to the Lovers card, the 2 of Cups card, so that you can show up for you and advocate for you. Now, understandably, there may be some peripheral discord because You're doing something a little differently. You're saying yes to yourself instead of being last on the list, right? How else are you going to make your manifestation land? Next, we have the Judgment card. Powerful. This is a card that's been around quite a bit lately, and it's all about resurrection. So what are you resurrecting? I feel that we've all resurrected something that we dreamt of long ago that felt perhaps at the time a little bit impossible with our skill and our talent as it was. And we have recognized our own development and evolution, and our skill and our talent now supports our ability to resurrect the dream we had long ago. And then comes the mental prison over here on the Eight of Swords. Do not talk yourself out of your dream before it becomes a thing. You know what that feels like. Next set of 3 cards. 9 of Pentacles. Here it is, choosing you. This is the self-sovereignty card. You choose you. And you know, this is going to be the biggest gift and the biggest blessing of all, because this is part of your journey, your mission, whatever this is in the scenario for you. And it's going to be unique and different to each and every single one of us. So you are the common denominator here, and you are essential to your 9 of Cups, your 2 of Cups, your Lover's card, right? 2 9s in the reading, by the way. So you're closer than you realize to a fulfillment. Don't talk yourself out of it. Next we have, cool, there's the Magician. You are the magic. As above, so below. It all is up to you to make your vision, your dream real. Your inspiration that perhaps came long ago before you were able to make it happen. Don't talk yourself out of that. It's so important not to. And then we have Temperance. It's going to take some rare and uncommon energy, which we have in abundance. We saw the 8 of Cups at least twice in last week's readings. That's the revisit energy from the eclipse seasons past. So the most recent ones, the one in the spring or the ones in the spring, you can even go back to last fall as well. So 6 to 18 months, the eclipse energy stays with us. And that's rare and uncommon exposure. And so too is the Temperance card. This is where divine alchemy, takes shape behind the scenes. We don't necessarily see it because our eyes are closed over here, dreaming our dream, visualizing our dream, and the universe is organizing on our behalf. So there is evidence, though it may be difficult to see. And that's when the 8 of Swords rises and the ego chatter starts. And then we potentially put ourselves in a looping cycle of non-fulfillment. And my sense of it here is we're breaking that cycle, which is awesome. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. How's the universe helping us out behind the scenes? We have the King of Swords. Be discerning. Be a little bit tougher than you normally are. Sometimes in our self-expression, we beautifully come across as kind and helpful and loving. And at times we feel a bit like a pushover because of that. And every now and then we've got to find our steel. And that's what the King of Swords is about. And the Queen as well, to be discerning. For you to say, stop. Just stop. What do I require right now? What does my dream require right now? What energy, what action, what activity is most important to my thriving, right? And we have to go and do that, which means that we take a departure from what everything else in our world anticipates from us. And that can be difficult, right? We've got family, we've got children, we've got other people who rely on us. Though self-reliance is really important. And if we never demonstrate that to our children, to our family, then they also never learn it. So learn how to say yes, learn how to say no, and when it's most appropriate. Next, Wheel of Fortune. because the divine delivery system is delivering. We've got the Magician, we've got Temperance over here, we've got Nine of Cups right in the middle, we got the Lovers and the Two of Cups in support of it all. And the Lovers and the Two of Cups are really like the Nine of Pentacles, all about you, your self-sovereignty, what you have set into motion. So do we now want to crouch and pout? No, we don't. We want to stand up and be counted for ourselves and to receive the very things we have been magically co-creating with the divine, because it's landing, and it's landing now. And it's coming in on these wings of resurrection, because we have an inspired resurrection from long ago, and we're seeing signs that it's all coming together in the now. Oh, beautiful. Our next card, Queen of Swords. So there they are in the Lover's card. Divine masculine, divine feminine, divine delivery system in between. Nine of Cups in the middle of the reading. So this is a moment to be really present for yourself. Oh my gosh. Now we have the Knight of Swords, because the energy is moving swiftly. This knight, like the king and the queen, is really forthright, really, really present. And as one of my most favorite tarot readers says, doesn't mind having blood on his sword. And most of the time we're over here avoiding blood on the sword, right? Every now and then we got to cut through whatever obstacle is in front of us. So be kind to yourself, be loving to yourself, embrace your magic, be self-sovereign, channel your soulful presence through your physical vessel and say yes to you and no temporarily to some other things. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, another knight. So we have the fastest knight and we have the slowest knight, because this is a slow and steady. What is it I say so often when we see these cards? It's better to go somewhere slow than nowhere fast. So the tempo in the energy atmosphere is really quite swift. And then steadily over here in our soulful presence, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Lovers, there's been this steady divine alchemy taking shape behind the scenes that is supportive of the foundation that will support everything that we are bringing together in the now. So this is not a moment for our energy to be divided 1,000 times over, because you're running here, you're running there, you're taking care of this, you're taking care of that. No, it's time to say no to some very simple things in a kind and loving way, to hold the space for yourself to create this magic in self-relationship. What's behind those knights? Beautiful. Queen of Wands. This may be one of my most favorite Queen of Wands, because the artwork is so accurate. She's like, chill, man. Passion's taking care of itself. Kick back. Put your feet up. Tend to you. Tend to your fire. Tend to what you require to make all of this unique come together on your foundation. Very sweet read. This is a tall order for some. I know that. As a recovering people pleaser, I know how difficult that can be. Think of it this way. None of this happens. And again, this is unique to each of us, right? Whatever this is, none of this happens without you. So do you. Bring you to the now and do what you are required to do to make your dream come alive. Because there's no sense putting it on a to-do list. Otherwise, it'll always get shuffled to the bottom. Forget it. All right, angel answers. How is our universe speaking to us through these cards today? Let them confirm the reading, be a fresh message, or let them answer a question for you if you have one. I love this. It's up to you. Yeah, baby. It is up to you. No one is going to make this happen without you. So get out of your own way. 8 of Swords. A little bit of tough love from the multiverse here. Trust yourself. There's an opportunity here for you related to your dream, your fulfillment. Look for a sign. There is peaceful resolution and emphatic success. Those 3 came out together. The deck still wants to shuffle. There's no need to worry. Improving health. Forgiveness. I'm not stopping until the cards say stop. So, Ho'oponopono. If you can't identify what requires forgiveness, just Ho'oponopono. It'll get where it needs to go. And forgiveness is for you. Now we have, this is the last 3. We have the Romance card, which kicks me back to the Lovers and the 2 of Cups. This is how we're showing up and meeting ourselves here. In the near future, helpful people. In the near future, you can get back to others. You got to do this right now. This is for you in the now. Blessings. One and all. Blessings, one and all. Because obviously, there are aspects to the journey in the moment for each of us, unique to each of us, that we find somewhat challenging. So we need to show up and meet the challenge in our grace, in our soulful presence. Say yes to it, actually. Say yes. Because you know that the challenges are what shape you. Final word on the reading from angels and ancestors. How is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? Oh, okay, what's on offer? Cool, we have the shapeshifter. Oh, I like this. Transform and unveil your gifts. You know, the King and the Queen of Swords become, and the 8 of Swords become a little more poignant here in the Shapeshifter card. Shapeshift, energy shift, inspiration shift, dimensionally shift, whatever it takes. Occupy the energy. Put yourself in the energy of whatever it is you are up to. And this is why you may need to say no temporarily to the norm. Whatever the normal is for you in your day-to-day, throw that out. Do the abnormal. Do the, unexpected for yourself. Shift your shape. Shift your energy. Shift your everything into the inspiration of judgment here, because you need to embrace your gifts for the next leg of the journey. That's the alchemy that's taking place here, is your shape shifting. So take a break. Take a day off if you need one. And tend to your dream. Tend to yourself. Next in this set of cards we have the Lord. This is like the Emperor. Take charge with authority. Absolutely. No one is going to do this for you but you. Get into your divine masculine energy and take a step for yourself. Then we have Earth Guardian. Cool. Stay rooted and grounded. Yeah, take a step, but stay centered. Stay in your heart-mind coherence there while you shapeshift into the energy that is most supportive of the change you are creating in the now. And then we have the Knight. Be brave and honest. This is kicking us over to the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles here. Move swiftly. The details matter, though. So stay awake, aware, alert, and be the Emperor in your divine masculine as you take charge of some rare and uncommon energies that bring everything together on the Wheel of Fortune. Whoa. Well, now there's a Monday reading. That's awesome. Leave some comments on this one if you feel guided to. I'll be looking. Have the best Monday ever. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste, folks.